Hi, I'm Hugh Bird. I'm an arthritis sufferer. I've got rheumatoid arthritis and I've suffered for 20 plus years now. When I first was diagnosed, the doctors couldn't do much for me. They prescribed painkillers and anti-inflammatories. Obviously these drugs helped me, but in some respects, and I'm sure in other respects they didn't do me any good at all, because eventually I suffered stomach problems. I'm sure were due to the drugs. However, taking the drugs doesn't help an awful lot. I still found it very difficult to walk. I was in great pain all the time. I couldn't sleep very well. My shoulders, every time I moved in bed, woke me up. The pain woke me up. My knees also, very, very painful. My hands were absolutely useless. I couldn't open a closed peg like this, which I can do quite freely now, although I still have a little pain in this thumb joint. Well, not pain, but swelling. But even so, I can still operate a peg. I couldn't turn the ignition on in my car with this hand. I had to do it with this hand, reaching around, which was difficult again, because the one hand was worse than the other. I couldn't even squeeze a tube of toothpaste with either hand, because the fingers were far too painful to put the pressure on the tube. Which these are all tasks that most of us take for granted, and until we lose the ability to do these things, we don't realise how dependent we are on our health, our bodies. And it's a great loss when, after you've been very fit for years, to not be able to play sport. I was almost housebound. I did manage to go to work, but I was always in great pain. I was housebound. I put on a stone in weight fairly quickly. My family probably didn't like me that much because I was always fairly grumpy, and they'll say, well, you were grumpy before that, Dad, so it didn't make much difference. But I think the strain on the family told, and nobody was that happy at that period in time. However, things did improve. A friend of ours mentioned a diet that they had tried with some success. They also had arthritis, and I logged it away, but didn't take any notice, not thinking that it would do any good at all. I remained miserable. My wife then put pressure on me. She said, well, we've got nothing to lose, let's try this diet. And we did, with great success. A week after starting the diet, I had stopped taking all the drugs, the anti-inflammatories, the painkillers. I was out of pain. Although my joints were still very swollen, I was totally out of pain, pain-free. It was euphoric. I can't find words to describe how I felt. Totally and utterly astounded that the diet worked for a start, because initially I poo-pooed it. I didn't believe that anything could affect arthritis in such a way. I can remember standing in the shower thinking, this is absolutely fantastic. I'm so relieved to be out of pain, to have some control again over my life. However, it took another 12 months before my joints had lost the swelling, returned to normal. I then deviated off the diet a little bit, thinking I was totally cured. However, it seemed not. I still have the arthritis in my body, but the diet controls it, or rather the foods, the bad foods, control the arthritis. They turn it on, so to speak. So the diet was quite hard. It was a life-changing thing for the family, because, well, for myself rather than the family. There's certain foods you mustn't eat, can't eat, if you want to remain arthritis-free or pain-free. And it was a difficult 12 months. Now I find it a lot easier. I know what I want in life. I want to remain pain-free. I want to be able to walk around, play my sport, and be much happier with the family. And I hope the family can now see the difference. There's been lots of press recently about drugs and arthritis, that there are new drugs available which help immensely. I think, I'm sure. I've not been allowed to try them, to be honest, and with the diet that I now have, the control I now have, I don't want to try them because all these drugs have side effects, none of which we really know much about. In fact, yesterday I saw an email from a health company that I subscribe to on the internet, and there's a survey being done by the Washington School of Medicine, which states categorically that arthritis drugs, or some arthritis drugs, it doesn't, in fact I'm not sure that I've read it all, but so far I've not seen any particular drug mentioned, but some arthritis drugs do definitely increase the risk of dementia. And what do we know that the others don't? I know that the painkillers that I took gave me nasty stomach problems, and the diet is all about good food. So I really know which is the best for me, and I now want to pass on my findings over the last 10 or 15 years of using this diet, and any money that I make, I'm going to donate some to charity, to the arthritis charities, and particularly any arthritis charities related to diet, because I'm sure, I'm convinced through my experiences that diet is a controlling factor in arthritis, and it can help immensely. It's given me my life back, and now I'd like to give you your life back. If you just take a look at this diet, you could improve your life dramatically. It improved my life incredibly over a very short period of time. It really is an uplifting experience, and I cannot recommend it enough to anybody. The only trouble is it's quite strict. You have to adhere to the diet at all times, otherwise you'll suffer again. Anyway, all the best for now. Wish you luck with the diet, and let me know. I'd be very pleased to know of any results that you guys out there achieve through this diet. Thanks very much, and cheerio.